Hey guys, it's Fizz here, and as you can see probably from the title, that this is gonna be a different series I'm working on. It's going to be OsaSuna. Oh my god, that was hard to say. And Sakusa and Atsumu. Oh my god, I'm not even pronounce their ship name. I can barely pronounce their actual name. Anyway, I'm sorry this came out like 4 days after my last video and it's like only 16 minutes, but I had to do I put like a lot of time into researching this video because of a lot of things. But anyway, this series is probably gonna go on for at least 5 episodes, so yeah, I hope you enjoy.
It was another regular morning in the spring of Osamu's second year. The cherry blossom bloomed as he observed them quietly from the window as he sat at his desk. The only thing disturbing this peaceful moment was the sound of his twin brother and his friends talking loudly beside him like they were miles away from each other. "Can you bozos please keep it down? It's too early in the morning to listen to your stupid voices. Looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. No, you guys are just loud, no one wants to hear you yelling at each other. Lighten up, Samu. You're always such a downer. No wonder you have no friends." Osamu rolled his eyes and looked back out the window to see a boy in the school uniform walk up to the entrance. He must have been a first year. Osamu had never seen him before. Suddenly a soft and familiar voice sparked Osamu's attention as he looked over to the front of the class where a beautiful girl walked in with long black hair and freckles. Osamu couldn't take his eyes off her as she approached them in the back of the class while Atsumu flashed a knowing smirk. "Mia. Hello Kyoko. It's nice to see you again Kyo, you look adorable as ever this morning." Kyo blushed. "Kyo, can't you help this man let loose a bit, he only seems to listen to you." Osamu glared at his brother. "Come on Osamu. I see you're still the same as ever. It wouldn't kill you to have some fun once in a while." "Yeah, I guess I'm just tired." Osamu's heart dropped as Kyo sat beside him and in front of his brother, but still her and Atsumu's words spun around his head. He pushed those thoughts away, trying not to let his brother get to him again. Rather, he should be happy. It had been some time since he had seen Kyo because of the break, and it put a little smile on his face to see her again despite the awkward reunion. "Long time no see, how was your break?" Osamu tried to pick up a conversation with her, but it fell flat as Atsumu carried it along and he felt left out, not being able to put in a word. Slowly, as he felt more alienated from the conversation, he turned back to look out the window and observed the students rushing to class. Soon after, the bell rung and the loud sound of chair rubbing against the floor sent Osamu on edge. "Alright students, settle down. First, welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful break and congrats on making it this far. I hope you can work just as hard this year. If you ever need help, feel free to come see me in my office. Next, before we start anything, I'd like to introduce you all to a new student who will be joining us this year." The whole class erupted in whispers as he said that, and suddenly a tall boy appeared by his side seemingly out of nowhere, making the whole class go quiet. It was the same boy Osamu saw walking. "This is Suna Rintaro. He'll be your classmate from now on, so please treat him well." Everyone waited for the new kid to say something, but all he did was stare at them in silence before approaching a seat in the back of the class. "Anyways, let's start today's lesson." While the teacher mumbled about nonsense, Osamu looked over at the new kid who wore a deadpan look on his face and quickly noticed everyone else was also glancing at him too. He looked back out his window, but could hear the whispers of others talking about the new guy. The rest of class was uneventful as always, and all Osamu could do was stare out the window and steal the occasional glance at Kyo. As the bell rung signaling the start of lunch, Osamu was taken out of his trance as he looked over to see people flooding out the class. "I didn't bring a lunch, I'm going to the cafeteria, Samu." "I don't care. You're still cranky." "No I'm not, I just don't understand why you're telling me this." "Whatever grumpy. Kyo, do you want to join me?" "Yes. See you later Osamu." Atsumu smirked at his brother as the two of them made their way out the classroom. Osamu sighed, waiting for the two of them to get out of his sights before he made his way out of the classroom as well and towards the school roof. "Can this day please be over with already?" He made it to the roof where rarely anyone came around and sat on one of the benches in the corner where the fences wrapped around. This was his spot to get away from it all, where no one will find him and he could be alone. It's no different now than it was back then. He's always trying to mess with me. At this point I don't even think he's even trying that hard, I'm just making this harder for myself. I told him I liked Kyo, I thought maybe he had matured since the last time, but it doesn't seem like it. He's always trying to date the girls I like, did I really think it would be any different now? I'm such an idiot. What do they even see in him? He's so loud and obnoxious, I would definitely steer clear of him if I was a girl. Honestly, I would too. Osamu stopped whispering to himself and looked around to find where the voice had come from. He noticed the new kid making his way towards him with the same deadpan expression he was wearing before. He took a seat on the bench adjacent from him. Hey. Yo. Sorry to interrupt your alone time. I just wanted to find a less crowded place to sit at lunch. That's fine. The two stopped talking after that and an awkward silence fell upon them as Osamu creepily examined the other boy. Osamu frowned, becoming extremely envious of the boy sitting beside him. He had heard from the whispers of the girls in class that he was pretty, but seeing him up close made his blood boil. It was like he was staring at his brother. Were you okay? Suna spoke, trying to break the tense and make the creepy twin stop staring at him so intensely. All day you've been gloomy. What's up? Osamu was cautious at first, but he didn't really care that a stranger he would probably never talk to again would hear his problems. I guess you've probably already seen my brother. It's not hard to miss him. He's the one with the piss-colored hair and he looks exactly like me. How could I miss him? He's so loud. He wouldn't stop trying to talk to everyone around him during class, including me. The rest of the time he just glared at me for no reason. Did I do something to offend him? Sorry about that, it's not your fault. He's just like that when he senses competition. I didn't even do anything though, I just got here. Well, I'm not going to lie, you're quite pretty and a lot of girls were talking about you in class today. He probably feels like his spot in the class is being challenged since he's one of the most popular people in the grade. Him? Are you sure? He seems like a jackass. Apparently he's everything a girl could ask for: athletic, moderately smart, good looking and a loud mouth. I guess you being here now is threatening him and he's not someone who'll settle for second place. But you will. Please, I'm in last at this point. Everything he does is to annoy the shit out of me, and honestly he's won. I completely give up at this point. No wonder your brother can easily steal the girl you like, you don't put up much of a fight. How did you know? I'm sure even she noticed how much you were glancing at her during class. She probably found it really creepy as well. You're messing with me, why the hell were you even looking at me in the first place? It was amusing to watch you. But I don't think she found it all that pleasant. Fuck, I have no chance. I'm just not sure how I'm meant to compete against my brother. I've never dated anyone because he's always stealing the girls I like. For some reason they always enjoy his company more than mine. First things first, stop being creepy. The thing is, you're both not that much different. You're both weirdly competitive over the strangest things. So if she likes him, then there's definitely a chance that she can like you too. I'm not competitive. And there's no way I can compete when my personality is the complete opposite of his. Please, you glared at me the same way your twin glared at me today in class. You both get jealous, you see me as competition too. Well, don't worry, I'm not here to steal some girl and break hearts. I Hunslety don't care for that sort of stuff. And people will quickly get bored of me like they have you anyways. You say that, but girls really like the mysterious type. Sadly for them I'm not in the mood to date any of them. Not even Kyo. No. I'm also not up for getting in the middle of your drama with your brother. There's no drama anymore, he's won, it's obvious that she likes him. I honestly don't see why, but she does. No wonder he always wins, you're giving up so easily. ... Suna rolled his eyes, he didn't think asking what was wrong would devolve into this stupidly deep conversation. Your problems are laughable. Talking about this with someone now kinda makes them feel pretty stupid and insignificant. I'm going to be honest with you, they are. Why make yourself feel like this for some girl? Have you never been in love with someone? Of course I have. But if she doesn't love you, why put in the effort? Seems like a lot of work just for nothing. You seriously haven't loved anyone before. I just said I have. Doesn't sound like it. Giving up so easily, how can you scold me for that if you do the same? The difference between you and me is I don't give a shit and you do. I'm not attached to things so meaningless like feelings. And even if I am a hypocrite it doesn't make what I'm saying any less true. I still don't believe you truly ever liked anyone if you're willing to give up so easily. Emotions don't work that way. Then you must not like her very much either if you're willing to give her up to your brother. I do. There's just not winning against my brother, he always gets his way. Well, if you're going to give up that quickly of course you won't win. It can't be that hard to show her how much better you are. But she doesn't like guys like me. Seriously, I've only known you both for a day and I would pick you without a second thought. Well, maybe not now, you lack so much confidence compared to your brother it's honestly sad to listen to. If you keep going like this of course your brother is always going to walk all over you. I'm just not like him, he's what I hate, so arrogant, obnoxious and a fat fucking liar. I don't want to be like him. And yet you're like him in many ways. Look, I'm not good at pep talks, but just be yourself, I guess, at least that's what everyone says anyways. And secondly, nobody likes a downer, so lighten up, it wouldn't be so hard if you just relax a bit. You're really bad at this. Well, I didn't think I'd be giving a child a motivational talk this morning. Does it look like I'm in the mood for this? The two exchanged a few more words before they went back to being silent, and honestly they both preferred it that way. Once the bell rang signaling the end of the day, Osamu waved goodbye to Kyo before she turned around to send off Atsumu. Osamu sighed, but continued to make his way to practice. Suna left right after him, making his way towards the same direction, though instead of making his way to the clubroom he first met the third years in the gym. Upon entering the gymnasium, Suna was greeted by the two captains he was there to meet, Eren and Kita. Well, I'd like to welcome you to the team, Suna, we were looking forward to meeting you. Nice to meet you too. Today is everyone's first day back from the break, so don't be too stressed, make sure to just get familiar with your teammate before we start practice. No need to be nervous, that is unimportant, just do your best. Don't need to baby me, this isn't the first time, I've played on a team before. Suna started to walk off towards the changing rooms with the other two leading the way until Eren stopped them all before they could get in. Heads up, there's a couple of rascals on the team you might want to keep an eye on, you definitely don't want to get in the middle of their arguments. Oh yeah, the twins. Atsumu really likes to pick on his brother, and that never ends well. It's amazing that I can't hear them arguing now, they're always at each other's throats in here. Just as Eren finished his sentence, a loud crash was heard from within the clubroom, followed by Osamu yelling. You spoke too soon. I did, that's my bad. Let me see this shit. As Suna said that, he wiped open the door to see the two brothers rolling on the floor shirtless, with Osamu clearly winning the fight. Well, this is eventful, I didn't know you were like this. My bid's on Osamu. Excuse me, Suna. Oh, is that the pretty boy from class today? Please never call me that again. I see, Samu finally made a friend. Shut up, Sumu, I'm not done with you. I was right, you're both quite similar. Don't ever compare me to this dweeb. Alright, break it up you babies, this is no way to make a first impression on our new teammate. Not my fault, Samu has his panties in a twist over a girl. Teammate. Hey, don't ignore me. Nice to see you again, Osamu, you didn't think you would get rid of me that easily. What? Do you two know each other? Not really, I'm just messing with him. So it turns out pretty boy also plays volleyball, were you even any good? Of course he is, he was scouted. Come on Atsumu, stop trying to pick fights with people. Always, what were you two fighting about this time? It was probably about the girl. How did you know? What girl? I think the twins are fighting over girls again, what a surprise. Does this happen often? Honey, I've known these two for years, they're always fighting about something, it doesn't seem like they can ever get along. Unless it's on the court. It's not my fault, Atsumu is always messing with me. I haven't done anything. Osamu is just mad that Kyo doesn't like him. That's because you're getting in the way. It can't be helped, who would ever love such a cranky man like you? Shut up you little bitch. Osamu threw himself at Atsumu again, only for Eren to have to hold him back. Alright, that's enough, settle down you two. If only you were more like me, maybe then she'd like you. Atsumu, you're not being helpful right now, I have to agree with Osamu on this one. Who cares, not like you can do anything about it. Atsumu smirked at Osamu as he slipped on his shirt and made his way out of the clubroom, leaving Osamu with the boiling urge to kill a man in cold blood, but still Eren held him back. What a narcissist, I didn't think he could get any worse, but he's managed to make me hate him more. Come on guys, we can't start things off like this, try to put your differences aside, we need to work as a team to win this. Tell him to stop messing with me then, he's doing it on purpose at this point. There's no need to stress about this sort of stuff, right now volleyball is more important than some girl. Osamu rolled his eyes as he wiped himself out of Aren's grasp so he could finish getting changed. God, is there any emotionally intact person here? Sorry chief, but it doesn't seem like it. Lord help us. The four of them got changed and Osamu waited outside for someone to join him, not wanting to face his brother by himself. From the clubroom he could see Atsumu and Kyo talking in front of the gym entrance, almost like Atsumu was going it on purpose again. Osamu could see Kyo blush and become fidgety to Atsumu's words, and yet again he was enraged. What are you doing out here, creep? Can you stop calling me that? No, I like the nickname. Plus, you're stalking your brother and your crush right now. I can see you eyeing them in front of the gym. I wasn't looking at them, I didn't even know they were there. Liar. What exactly were you guys fighting about before? It's none of your business. Did you perhaps finally stand up for yourself? It was bound to happen, we always fight when we're alone together. I just wanted to know why he keeps messing with me, did I do something to him? No, I think he just likes to mess with you. Honestly, it makes for some good entertainment. You're not helping. Does it look like I'm trying to help you? At least you were moderately helpful this morning. Please, if I wasn't running on more than half a brain cell I would have slapped some sense into you on the roof. Forget about that chick, there are so many other fish in the sea. Weren't you the one telling me to not give up so easily? I don't want to let Atsumu win. That's the spirit. Hunslety, I find it quite dumb to continue this love quest for her, but if it's what you really want, go for it. Only thing stopping you if yourself. And maybe her. Let's stop talking about this for now and go to practice, those two are already gone anyways. Stalker. Shut up. The two of them made their way to the gym where they found Atsumu texting on his phone waiting for them. He wore a silly smile on his face as he typed away, creeping both of the other boys out. Stop texting Kyo and let's get on with practice. You're not my mom. I don't give a shit. Someone's jealous. Extremely jealous. Suna, didn't you say you weren't going to get in the middle of this? I'm not in the middle, I'm like that bystander then absently comments. It's very entertaining to watch two children fight. I understand now why girls don't like you. I know, it's a blessing. Okay children, settle down, please no more fights today. We're not fighting, on the contrary I think we're bonding quite well. Speak for yourself pretty boy. Never mind, everyone except for that piss boy. Excuse me. Osamu held his breath trying not to burst out laughing while Atsumu glared at him and Suna. Osuna, you fit right in. Please, I feel like I'm getting attacked by two Osamus now. Out of everyone you had to be friends with, it had to be him, Samu. It's good that they're getting along. It strengthens our team's bond. Strengthens my ass, these two are going to gang up on me now. Don't get ahead of yourself, there's no way I'm fighting anyone, I'll just amuse myself from the sidelines. Alright, guys, let's move on already, we're wasting precious time to practice. If we lose our next game because of this, I'm going to put you all through brutal training. Yes, sir.
Well, first off, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, but I have a few things to talk about at the end of today's video. This is probably like the most research I've ever put into making a video. I'm like one of those people that started Haikyuu when it first came out when I was like 12. I also stopped watching anime for 2 years, between like 15 years old and 17. So I kind of didn't get to be like close to the these characters as I was to like Karasuno, Nekoma. I just watched the ending of Haikyuu like later, and I kind of just rushed it and didn't get. Plus, I've rewatched the beginning. Like I've watched the first 2 seasons like a million times already. Like so, the reason why it came out later this episode then is because I was doing a lot of research on their personalities to make sure I was as true to their canon personalities as I could be. So I'm sorry if their personalities aren't as canon as they should be. I tried my best. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.